Thanks for joining us. This is the Signature TV News Update. I am Marvelous Obomban. Now in the headlines. The Association of National Accountants of Nigeria calls for accountability in leadership. Kwara State Polytechnic expels 29 students over exam malpractices. The Central Bank of Nigeria promises manufacturers loans of not more than 9% interest rate. Now the news in details. The Association of National Accountants of Nigeria says Nigeria's greatest challenge is accountability in leadership, adding that it has hindered full development in the country. The chairman of the association Abuja branch, Wahab Omoniyi, who stated this at the 2021 International Accountants Day held in Abuja on Wednesday, said the association was making efforts to inculcate the values and attributes of accountability to young Nigerians. Signature TV correspondent Chibueze Obi was at the event and now reports.
Wahab Omoniyi, the chairman Abuja chapter of the Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, ANAN, said that accountants in Nigeria have a leading role to play in tackling the challenge of leadership failures. He stated that Nigeria can overcome the challenge of corruption if Nigerian leaders become committed and create a system that will frustrate corrupt practices.
We have the younger generations here, the students from secondary schools, the undergraduate students. And the essence of this is to catch them young, to inculcate this leadership and accountability in them at this tender age. If you look at our environment today, there are a lot of leadership failures everywhere, and we are all responsible.
The director of the Federal Capital Territory Audit, Fasheyi Nathaniel, who represented the Minister of State, Federal Capital Territory, Ramatu Liu, said the President Muhammad Buhari's administration was making effort to ensure that the public office holders do not involve in corrupt practices. He assured Nigerians that public servants under the present administration were equal to the task in delivering accountable services to Nigerians.
The two ministers, the ministers and the Minister of State, and even the Permanent Secretary, they are always at the forefront to make sure that they lead the people, the residents, firstly the public servant in the Federal Capital Territory Administration, to make sure that they are not involved in any corrupt practices. So which means they are up and doing in this posture to make sure that the public servants in the FCT, they are all equal and they are up to the task in delivering transparency, accountability and good leadership.
The Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, who was represented by the Director of Finance and Budgeting, Mwaguloki, said that good leaders must be accountable to their followers and should be willing to lead in the face of economic challenges, adding that accountability in leadership will create a sense of fairness, which is essential for economic growth.
Today, accountable leaders in the 21st century refer to leaders with cutting-edge strategies with bias in digital operations. They do not give up in the face of impediments that try to frustrate their ability to accomplish set goals. Such leaders defy all odds, crises, economic meltdowns, pains, and hardship to achieve set goals.
The 2021 International Accountants Day with the theme Accountable Leadership in the 21st Century. The 2021 International Accountants Day with the theme Accountable Leadership in the 21st Century was organized to celebrate Nigerian accountants. The event also featured presentation of awards to some Nigerians who have demonstrated accountability, excellence, diligence, and consistency in their various leadership capacities. In Abuja, Chibueze Obi for Signature TV.
The governor of Abia State, Okezie Ikpeazu, has congratulated the governor-elect of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, on his victory at the just concluded governorship election in the state. Governor Ikpeazu, in a statement by his spokesperson, Onyebuchi Ememanka, noted that with the pedigree of Professor Soludo, the governor-elect has all it takes to provide effective and strong leadership to the people of Anambra State and urged him to give his best in the service. The governor expressed joy over the magnanimous approach by the governor-elect, especially to his opponents at the last election, and urged them to work together for the good of the people of Anambra State. Governor Ikpeazu, who is the deputy chairman of the PDP Governors Forum and chairman of the PDP National Campaign Council for the Anambra State elections, also commended the maturity and tenacity of the PDP candidate in the election, Valentine Mozigbo, describing him as a cerebral young man whose conduct and performance in the elections are exemplary. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, one of the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, has narrated what actually transpired at the Federal High Court Abuja on Wednesday, leading to the adjournment of the secessionist leader's trial by Justice Binta Nyako. Ejiofor, on a television interview on Thursday, a day after the appearance of Nnamdi Kanu in court, said the legal team did not work out on Justice Nyako. Justice Nyako was forced to adjourn the case till January 19, 2022 due to the absence of Kanu's legal team. Kanu had earlier on Wednesday engaged the operatives of the Department of State Services, DSS, in a shouting match inside the courtroom when he observed the absence of his legal team. However, the defense team led by Ejiofor was nowhere to be found, prompting Justice Nyako to demand their whereabouts. Kanu, in response, told the judge that his lawyers were protesting against the denial of access to his U.S. lawyer, Mr. Bruce Fein. Kwara State University has expelled 29 students allegedly involved in examination malpractices. According to the institution, the action followed the report of the academic board on the issue. In a statement signed by a principal assistant registrar or Padiran Oluwakemi, on behalf of the registrar Kolawole Sheye Akande, the affected students were ordered to immediately leave the school. The Polytechnic had last month expelled 4 students and rusticated 6 others for similar offenses. The institution, which listed the names of all the affected students in the 2 instances, advised them to comply strictly with the directive to avoid litigation. 2 more bodies were recovered from the site of the 21-story building which collapsed in Ikoyi, Lagos last week, bringing the death toll from the incident to 45, according to Omotoso, the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, who disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday, said the identification of the bodies of the victims who died in the 21-story building at Ikoyi, Lagos, has continued at the Infectious Disease Hospital, Yaba, Lagos Inland. He said the identification exercise is being conducted with samples of DNA submitted by family members, adding that 32 families have come forward to submit samples for DNA to identify bodies that they wish to claim. The commissioner said the 2 speculations that the 2 high-rise buildings standing at the site of the 21-story collapsed building in Ikoyi would be demolished was false. Now moving over to business. The Central Bank of Nigeria has assured manufacturers of single-digit loans of not more than 9%. This was disclosed by the CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele at the Nigeria International Partnership Forum in Paris, France. The CBN Governor said that the Apex Bank's policy is geared toward increasing exports and reducing imports and the promotion of ways by which Nigeria can actually produce more of what we usually import. Emefiele, who reiterated the government's determination to discontinue petroleum subsidy payments, also noted that the country's economy is on the mend thanks to a resurgence in crude oil prices. The CBN governor also pointed out that the inflation rate has dropped from over 18% to 14.1%. Now a move away to business. On the foreign scene, South Africa's last white president, Frederick William de Klerk, died on Thursday morning at his home in Cape Town. The F.W. de Klerk Foundation, which announced this in a statement on Thursday, said he died after a battle with cancer. Former President F.W. de Klerk died peacefully at his home in Fresno earlier this morning following his struggle against mesothelioma cancer, the statement said. De Klerk and South Africa's first black president, Nelson Mandela, shared the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993 for leading the miracle transition from white rule in the country. De Klerk had announced his diagnosis on his 85th birthday on March 18th this year. He is survived by his wife Elita, children John and Susan, and grandchildren. For entertainment, let's join our correspondent Blessing Adejo. Over to you, Blessing.
It don't happen. It don't happen. My belly, it don't happen.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment News. Feels good to always have you join me on entertainment segments. I am Blessing Adajo. Nollywood sweethearts Linda Ejiofor and Ibrahim Suleiman are celebrating their 3 years of marriage. The husband and wife took to their respective Instagram pages on Thursday, November 11th, with beautiful photos in celebration of their wedding anniversary. Ibrahim shared a heartwarming video that was recorded on the dance floor years ago when they got married, accompanied by a sweet and touching message in which he heaped endearing words on his beautiful wife. Similarly, the Nollywood actress also dedicated a beautiful post in celebration of their wedding anniversary. Linda compiled several old photos that documented their love story from the very beginning. Nollywood actress Lillian Afegbai has released some stunning photos to celebrate her 30th birthday. The movie star took to her Instagram page on Thursday, November 11, 2021, where she shared the gorgeous photos. Lillian is a former Big Brother Africa housemate. After her time in the reality show, she joined Nollywood as an actress. Happy birthday, Lillian. All the best from all of us at SignatureTV. And that's it on Entertainment News for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I remain your host, Blessing Adajo. Bye.
It don't happen. It don't happen. My fellow, it don't happen.
Now for sports, Aston Villa on Thursday announced Steven Gerrard as the new manager to replace the sacked Dean Smith. The former Liverpool captain has left his role as Rangers boss to take the reins at the club, who have lost 5 straight Premier League matches. Gerrard guided Rangers to a first Scottish Premiership title in 10 years last season, finishing the campaign undefeated in the league. According to the Chief Executive Officer of the club, Christian Poslow, the board of Aston Villa were delighted to appoint Steven as the new head coach. Gerrard is considered one of the greatest players in Premier League history, scoring 186 goals in 710 appearances for Liverpool. However, this will be his first taste of management in the English top flight. Aston Villa is 16th in the Premier League after picking up 10 points in their first 11 games. Before we end the news, a recap of our major stories. The Association of National Accountants of Nigeria calls for accountability in leadership. Kwara State Polytechnic expels 29 students over exam malpractices. The Central Bank of Nigeria promises manufacturers loans of not more than 9% interest rate. Remember, safety and security begin with you. Be patriotic. Report any suspicious activity to law enforcement agencies. Please do stay safe. And that's the Signature TV News update. On behalf of my producer, Chibweze Obi, I am Marvelous Oboman. Thanks for watching.